Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on this last video for the night. I'm here to recap the WCC Championship West Coast Conference Tournament. Number 2 Gonzaga taking down number 1 St. Mary's. 58-51 reaction here, man. I'm tired of falling for the St. Mary's stuff, man. Like, I know, well, it's not a bad loss because Gonzaga's good metric-wise. I'm not convinced with either of these teams now. St. Mary's, kind of convinced because they had such a good regular season, but done the same shit, man. Like, look good, choke in the postseason in March. And they look terrible, man. They were 0 of 16 from 3 and 15 turnovers to 4. Can't do that against Gonzaga. Gonzaga didn't shoot well from 3 either. These teams were combined 1 for 31. Oh, man. So yeah, both these teams shot really terribly from 3. Oh, just 1 for 15 from Gonzaga. St. Mary's the luckiest one to blow out. Gonzaga had a lot of good looks at 3. Got lucky. I don't know about St. Mary's. Like, they turn over 15 times, shoot over 16 from 3. You're not going to beat Gonzaga doing that. And it was really Braden Huff and Khalif Battle leading the way for Gonzaga in this one. Great games from Khalif Battle. Great game from Braden Huff. Some clutch buckets down the stretch. Nice alley-oop there to Khalif Battle, throwing it down. And Gonzaga's going to get the auto beat after losing twice to St. Mary's regular season, getting swept. They won the WCC. Braden Huff, 18 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. Great game from Braden Huff. Huge effort in his second start. Scored 18 points, makes a few key plays late with some buckets and offensive rebound. Khalif Battle with 14 points and a dagger alley-oop. And a season high 18 turnovers for the Gaels. Season high 20-52 from the floor. Braden Huff hit the only 3-point shot in this game. Some key buckets. Khalif Battle, the microwave was on. He had 5 steals. None more timely than at the end of the game. But my player of the game probably goes to Khalif Battle. Khalif Battle or Braden Huff. Gonzaga's defense was so good tonight. But St. Mary's, man, they were trash. Mitchell Saxton, he had 20 points, 7 rebounds. He had 20 of their 51 points. Barrett, 9 points, 3 assists, 9 rebounds. Marshallonis, 12 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds from Marshallonis. Wessels, 5 points, 9 rebounds. And Mikey Lewis, 5 points. Ross and Marauxis, how the fuck you say his name, each had 0 points. And kind of fell for St. Mary's last year. Thought they could possibly get an upset in the tournament. They were fucking 1 and done, if I'm not mistaken. This year, I'm not sure about St. Mary's. Because if you force a lot of pressure on them and they're not making their threes and turn the basketball over like that, they are a very beatable basketball team. I know they had a really good season in WCC. You know, 28-4 in the regular season. 17-1 in conference, if I'm not mistaken, but they scored 7 points in the last 7 minutes of this basketball game. They just struggled. And there isn't probably a team that's probably scared of this St. Mary's team. Probably one of the worst performances I've ever seen from a basketball team. I really thought they could win tonight. This is a trash fucking shooting team. They only had 20 points in the second half and kept chucking threes when they weren't going in. This team is supposed to be a 5 seed. This team I watched tonight, they are not a 5 seed. They might be a 7 seed. Oh, shit. I'm not sure what the fuck I just watched out here tonight. They've relied on their defense a lot of the season. Their offense is horrendous. They'll always be looking up to the Zags. I mean, every time. Now, even if you think they're better, the Gonzaga Bulldogs always beat them because they choke under the bright lights when it matters most. Worst game they played all year, and as usual, they pee down their leg against Gonzaga when it matters. And they'll be out of the tournament first weekend like they always are. You can only rely on your defense for so long. Your offense has to fucking score in these type of games. Their offense is good the whole season until they fucking, even again in the regular season against Gonzaga is good. But whenever they play them in the WCC tournament, they fucking shit themselves. And an annual March choke job by St. Mary's. Can't believe I fell for this fucking team in the regular season. I can only front run against fucking weak competition. Unreal, man. They had a bad start to this game. And it was just kind of back and forth after that. But Gonzaga really led most of the way. St. Mary's just got worked. The team I watched tonight, this team may make it out of the first round. I don't know if they're better than this. Like, they've played a bunch of... They played a weak Pepperdine team who ran out of gas after they played a few straight days. But they were even 2 of 13 from 3 in that game. They got most of their points in the paint. The Oregon State game, I mean, they shot fine, but they just ain't shooting well from 3. They even got lucky to escape LMU 4 games for the regular season, and they were 4 of 15 from 3. This team sucks. But as I was saying, this three-point showing this team is ass. I'm still not convinced with Gonzaga either. Their offense was terrible in this game, besides Braden Huff and Khalif Battle making great plays. Nemhard 10 and 6. EK had 11 points and 7 rebounds. But even then, I'm still not convinced with either of these teams. I was still ain't convinced with Gonzaga. I don't care about their metrics. This team still isn't good enough in my eyes. If they played any other team tonight, say if it was the NCAA tournament, they probably would have lost with the way they played offensively. But maybe I can be wrong. Maybe I'm just a Gonzaga hater. I'm just used to them not performing in the tournament. St. Mary's, you're on fraud watch. They play like ass, deserve to lose. 33-31 Gonzaga first half, 25-20 second half. Defensive battle, but there was a lot of three-point looks missed. Just one but credit Gonzaga win the WCC, feels like for the 100th time. And a 4-game winning streak, they'll be entering the tournament. Guess the Zags are just hard to beat in the WCC tournament. I'm still not convinced with Gonzaga. Still not convinced. But you really shouldn't get a ton of credit for beating St. Mary's. I mean, it's every single year with St. Mary's. How people fall for this? Both these teams could easily be first weekend exits. Or maybe a Sweet 16 at best. But that's all I'll say for this video. Peace.